Welcome back to the IW Sideline Scoop. I'm your host, Isaiah Joaquin, IW. I'm back with another predictions video here. My last week prediction, we went pretty good. I actually finished 13-2. That's right, only guessed 2 games wrong. That was the Pittsburgh game on Thursday at Cincinnati. Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco going toe to toe. They both played very well. I picked Pittsburgh to win, obviously, since he took in the end, and I also picked Atlanta to beat San Francisco. And I originally picked San Francisco to win Atlanta. I switched up last second and picked them uh, over the hype of them beating the Bills, but they ended up pulling a stinker against the fucking Niners and lost. But after that, besides that, I should say, I got 13 games correct, so my best week so far. Not bad. Brings a total to 44-23. Only did 6 weeks out of the possible 8, I think here, or 7 so far. I only missed a week, I think. So not too bad. I'm gonna keep it rolling. I think I missed 2 weeks though, actually, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep it rolling. As many games as I get, we'll see. So we're back. We got week 8 predictions. Um, I guess I'm gonna start with the Packers. I guess might as well because this is the clearly a Packers orientated podcast, but just want to get my picks in. So Packers are playing Sunday night against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Um, I might. I guess I'm not gonna go too much depth of this game because I'm probably gonna talk about it on Sunday before the games, perhaps. But it's going to be a fun one. Obviously, we're playing Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Rodgers says this isn't a revenge game. We'll see how he feels about that, truly. But I don't know. He says he respects his time in Green Bay, and all the Packers players are kind of saying they were really happy to see Aaron Rodgers again. Keyshawn Nixon, I think it was today or yesterday, was saying that Aaron Rodgers was huge in welcoming him to Green Bay because Keyshawn didn't want to play at all and didn't want to be in Green Bay at all. So it's pretty cool that Rodgers helped him. He wants to stay here and he likes it, so that's cool. But so yeah, obviously I'm picking Green Bay in that game. Like I said before, I'm picking Green Bay just about every single week. There's not a game that I don't think we can't win. I mean, obviously I'm going to choose the Packers every single week. May not think we're the greatest team in the league right now, but we definitely have problems. But everyone's got problems, that's for sure. So yeah, we're gonna go with the Packers against Steelers, but it might be tough because obviously Micah Parsons had 3 sacks last game. Brissett, when he was getting the ball out quick, we weren't getting sacks. Obviously, that's been kind of the recipe against Green Bay's pass rush: get the ball out fast. And some of our corners, like Nate Hobbs, are getting exposed recently. So I would expect Aaron Rodgers to not necessarily take a lot of sacks, but it won't be, which kind of has translated to not necessarily an easy game for the Packers here so far. But obviously, I'm going to go with Green Bay. So we're going to go take it to today's game, which is why I wanted to get this in right now, and that's Minnesota taking on the Chargers in the Los Angeles. Um, Carson Wentz is still starting for the Vikings, so I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one. The Vikings are not looking the greatest with Carson Wentz. I don't know. He kind of can get it. He's just not scoring touchdowns, getting a lot of points, kind of turning it over. So, I'm going to go with the Chargers there. And they lost a close one against the Colts last week. Yeah, so Miami at Atlanta on Sunday. I'm going to go with Atlanta. Miami looks like dog shit. Hopefully Atlanta doesn't fail me again, but we'll see. Maybe Miami is turning around, or jobs will be lost here very soon. And then we got Chicago at Baltimore. I'm going to go with Baltimore because Lamar Jackson is supposed to return. This could be a really good game, honestly. Chicago has looked really good. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if they won the game because even with Lamar Jackson, Baltimore kind of looked like garbage. Besides week one, their defense is horrendous, so this could be a shootout. But I'm going to choose Baltimore because they're also in like a win or you're fucked for the season kind of mode, and the Bears got a little wiggle room. So I'm going to go with Baltimore there. And we got Buffalo at Carolina. Going to go with Buffalo there. Had a bye week this week. They had 2 losses. Josh Allen has never lost 3 games in a row. Random NFL stat there, but I'm going to go with the Bills playing the Panthers. The Bills, obviously, the better team. They need a rebound. They got to win. And then we're going to the New York Jets at the Cincinnati Bengals. Jets are lost in the water. They look like total shit. They have not won a game yet. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Bengals. They're 3-4 right now. I'm trying to list off some records here because we're kind of getting to the midway point of the season now, so records are starting to get relevant again. Um, but yeah, Bengals are 3-4, Jets 0-7. If you're curious, the Bears are 4-2, and the Ravens are currently 1-5. So that might be the worst the Ravens have ever been in my lifetime. And since we're on the scores, I won't read everybody, but since I'm NFC North, the Vikings are currently 3-3. The Chargers are 4-3, playing tonight. So yes, like I said, records are becoming a thing that are more and more important now. People are pulling away a little bit. Losers are starting to lose a lot more. Winners are kind of winning and figuring themselves out. But still, like I said, not a lot of crazy good teams right now. It's up in the air. So, but like I said, I'm going to pick Bengals over the Jets. Bengals are 3-4, still Joe Flacco. I'd be very surprised to see the Jets win this game. Also, another team that I mean, it's to the point where win or jobs will be taken, people will be fired. So I don't know. We'll see. So Joe Flacco again. So we got San Francisco at Houston. This is in Houston. San Francisco is starting Mac Jones again. He's played pretty good, but I'm gonna go with Houston Texans actually here. And this would be an upset. The Texans are 2-4, and the Niners are 5-2. So I'm just gonna go with Houston. It's at home. Their defense is actually one of the best defenses, so I think they can do enough to shut down McCaffrey and Mac Jones. And I mean, they're 2-4. Houston needs to get their shit going. Like this is the point where, like I said, some of these teams either need to figure it out or people. I mean, yeah, this is a bad season so far for Houston. So they have the firepower, but currently not looking great. So I'm gonna take Houston though for a little bit of an upset. Let's go. Yeah, so we got going to New England. I'm not going to take an upset here. Maybe a little bit of a surprise to some, not to others. The Patriots are 5-2, taking on the 2-5 Browns. I'm going to go with the Patriots. They have been a lot better than I would think they've been, but I don't think they've played too many amazing teams so far. But I don't know. I think the Browns defense. This one is in New England. I think I wanted to take Cleveland earlier, but since it's in Houston, or sorry, New England, I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Might actually take the Browns if this was on the road, but give me the Patriots. Then we got the Giants at the Eagles, who they just played 2 weeks ago. The Eagles obviously got upset by the Giants. In New York, one of Jackson Dart and Scadaboo's true coming out games. But I'm going to go with the Eagles here. That they're going to probably show that was not who they really are. Eagles are 5-2. Giants are 2-5, coming off of a absolutely insane loss to the Broncos. That game was crazy. Bo Nix and the Broncos with 33 points in the fourth quarter. In case you didn't see it, as if they weren't showing it all over the damn place of sports world. So uh, yeah, they're probably going to be another close game, I think, for the Giants. It really sucks for them because they're not a horrible team. Honestly, if they have Malik Neighbors, that'd help them a lot, help Jackson Dart a lot. But I'm going to go with Philly here. So then we're moving on to the 3 p.m. games. We got Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I think I've said it every week, but New Orleans is dog shit, so give me Tampa Bay. Even without Mike Evans, I was really sad on Monday to see Mike Evans break his clavicle and get a nasty concussion where he was knocked out for a little bit. Not a good time for them because he, a lot of us football fans know, he's had, I think it was 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and that's tied with Jerry Rice for the record. And if he would have done it again this year, he would have broken the record for 8 straight 1,000-yard seasons. I think that's the correct years amount. Hopefully. But yeah, sucks for them. A couple injuries there, but I'm gonna go Tampa Bay still. New Orleans sucks. Tampa Bay can basically almost anybody can walk in the stadium blindfolded and beat New Orleans right now. I mean, their offense, like I said, I think before has been a little bit better than I thought for sure, but no, they still suck. I got Dallas at Denver. This could be a really good game. I would think maybe Dallas would win this one, but Denver's wearing their throwback jerseys, the orange jerseys with the blue helmet from the 80s maybe. So yeah, those are absolutely phenomenal. It's going to be a great uniform game for us freaks that are into that. But I'm going to go with Denver here. They're at home. I'm going to take them. I think they're going to hopefully keep building upon what they saw in the fourth quarter last week. But I mean, the first three quarters for them were just absolutely dog. Were just terrible. I mean, they weren't getting anything done in the first three quarters. They literally had 0 points. They're getting booed, all that jazz, and somehow they pulled it out, 33 points. So let's see if they can build from that. Dallas has been looking a lot better and better. But I think Denver's defense will kind of show up hopefully finally here, and Denver should be able to take advantage of the bad defense of Dallas. And then our last 3 p.m. game, kind of an easy one, Tennessee Titans taking on the Colts. It's been kind of a bad season for the rookie Cam Ward for the Titans. I didn't read the past records here, so sorry. But yeah, the Titans are 1-6. Colts are 6-1. So I mean, yeah, it's fucking crazy. But Broncos are 5-2, and the Cowboys are 3-1. Then Buccaneers are 5-2. Saints 1-6. But yeah, the Titans are 1-6. They're not looking so good. And the Colts are one of the biggest, probably the biggest surprise of the entire year. Daniel Jones reviving his career. Uh, it's a rivalry game, so I'm sure there won't be a blowout, but I'm taking the Colts for sure here. And then Sunday night, like I said, Green Bay at Pittsburgh, absolutely insane showdown. Look out for that one. I guess since I touched on the teams, Pittsburgh is wearing their kind of old weird yellow uniforms with looks very weird and with a yellow helmet. So in order to mitigate all the yellow, Green Bay is wearing their all white jerseys like you're seeing here, with the weird white helmet that needs a white stripe down the middle. I still like the uniform combo, but yeah, white yellow stripe would be cool. But yeah, then we're going to Monday night. Only one Monday night game this week because there are 6 teams on bye. So yeah, we're missing out on that's 3 games basically. But yeah, Washington at Kansas City, and I think Jaden Daniels is out in this one. So it's Marcus Mariota playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Mariota's been okay. I haven't seen almost any of their games at all this year, but Mariota's been all right apparently. But Kansas City at home Monday night, they should be able to handle that pretty simply. So, yep, there we go. There's your games for the week. Like I said, I went 13-2 last week. Micah Parsons, just randomly thought about this. Packer fans here. Micah Parsons got NFC Defensive Player of the Week for his 3 sacks, multiple pressure game, basically taking over for the Packers defense. So shout out Micah Parsons for his best game so far as a Packer. And the defense, even though they gave up some yards and points to Jacoby Brissett, we were down most of it. They stood up when times were needed, and also Jordan Love also stood up when time was needed. They didn't play a great first half. He missed that big bomb in the first half, but when push come to shove in the fourth quarter, they went for it on 4th down, and they converted there and kept the ball and scored. So shout out to Matt LaFleur for swinging the cojones and getting the win there. Just a little nugget of information. I don't think I mentioned that much in my Packers recap. I wanted to bring that in. But this is my predictions video for the week. As always, go Pack Go. Y'all have a good week, and I'll see you on Sunday.